Hard to believe, but Siberia has been sizzling in record heat recently. Temperatures well above 30 degrees have sparked major wildfires, and they're also setting off alarm bells with a new British study touted as the strongest evidence yet that what's happening in the Arctic is human-caused climate change. For more on these findings, let's bring in our Renee Filipponi. She joins me live from London and tracking the numbers and this report's key findings. Renee.
Yeah, this study was put together by a group of international scientists led by the UK Met Office here. And what they've basically found is these extreme temperatures in Siberia, they say are very, very likely due to human-caused climate change. Siberia has seen this year on average temperatures 5 degrees above what would be average temperatures in any year. And specifically, one town recorded temperatures as high as 38 degrees Celsius. So these extreme temperatures have created problems in the region, including forest fires that have been burning for months, burning up millions of hectares of trees, and the melting of permafrost, which has caused a land collapse and then further an oil spill. So serious, the Russian government has called it a national emergency. So what they've done, these scientists, is called an attribution study. Using computer modeling, they've looked at temperatures over a large period of time to determine, is this change normal? Now, if you take a look at this map, it'll give you a better sense of what they found, because on it, they have compared the temperatures, the average temperatures around the globe this year, comparing it to the averages between 1981 and 2010. And you can see on that map, it's quite yellow, orange, red, meaning the temperatures are quite a bit higher. Now, the scientists have said, this is a 1 in 80,000 chance for temperatures like this to happen naturally if there wasn't some sort of human impact on the climate. They're also saying not just that, but because of the situation right now and the greenhouse gas emissions, it's making these sort of extreme situations 600 times more likely. And they say by 2050, the average temperature in the Siberia and Arctic area could raise from anywhere to 2 up to 7 degrees.
Pretty remarkable and dire predictions, and we know it doesn't happen in a vacuum. What are the implications globally?
Well, absolutely. The temperature in the Arctic Circle has an impact on, the climate patterns right around the world. There's a researcher here in the UK who's been looking at that specifically and whether or not these changes in the Arctic impact extreme weather events here in the UK, such as the flooding they've seen recently. And she points to the fact that many of the weather systems here come from the Arctic. Have a listen.
4 of those 6 come from the polar regions or from the Arctic directly. So whilst a lot of this is uncertain, if something happens in the Arctic, it's going to be reasonable to assume that something's going to happen in the UK too.
And obviously, if that is her conclusion, you could look at Canada, which is in the Arctic, has part of its country in the Arctic, also reliant on Arctic weather systems, could be looking at some issues as well, according to her. And there is the NASA Goddard Institute for Space is now saying, as they're looking at all these things, that there is a 3 in 4 chance that 2020 will be the hottest year on record.
Renee, thank you for this. CBC's Renee Filipponi in London.